Hi and welcome to the CWO channel. I hope you're well today, and I just want to make a brief video about an interesting aspect of the Bigfoot Sasquatch phenomenon. That is not eye shine, but eye glow. I was listening to an account the other day on the very good Bigfoot and Beyond podcast, which is with Cliff Barackman and James Bobo Fay from Finding Bigfoot. And they were talking to a man called Todd Prescott. I believe he's a Canadian, but he gave an account where he saw illuminated eyes in the woods at night while looking for Bigfoot, and recounted how a speeding map moneymaker came flying around the forest roads in his Jeep, pulled up and said, "Yeah, we know that their eyes glow, but it's not something we like to talk about." And I can see why, because obviously this goes into the kind of the woo, or the kind of feeds into those who think Bigfoot is supernatural or paranormal. And again, my opinion on this is any natural animal could potentially go into the paranormal range or become part of the paranormal if there's things and people involved with those animals that practice the kind of things that go into the supernatural realm, but that's for another podcast. What I'd like to quickly talk about is the biological reality of bioluminescence, and if in fact Bigfoot's eyes do glow, how could that be possible? Well, I've got two theories on that. The first one is that Bigfoot displays basically a super enhanced tapetum lucidum, a super enhanced system of this, where nocturnal creatures such as raccoons, mountain lions, leopard, big cats, and many other animals that sneak around in the nighttime, have a reflective layer behind the retina, so that when any light hits the tapetum lucidum, it which I remember in Latin, I think it means a light-giving layer or something like that. But light-giving mosaic, I think the word translated is. But when it hits it, it reflects back through the retina, giving a second chance for light to hit their retina and thus give them better vision in the nighttime. Now, even in the darkest night where there's clouds everywhere, there still is some minor, tiny ambient light that the human eye cannot pick up. There's always light. As long as there's a sun and a moon, there is always light, no matter how low that light may seem. So my first theory or suggestion would be that Bigfoot has like a super tweaked, if you will, system with a tapetum lucidum. And something that I'll mention is very interesting, how I've heard it that the eye shine starts almost white, then to yellow, then to amber, to dark amber, almost red. I've also heard accounts once of a Bigfoot looking in a window and it rolling its eyes and them turning red, or the account of Bigfoot called Mike, the juvenile Bigfoot, who got kind of worked up or angry and his eyes turned red. We've heard other accounts where they've said their eyes turned red. So what I believe is, under stress or when angry, worked up, whatever you want to call it, that the retina of a Bigfoot actually becomes blood engorged. Why this would be, I don't know. For intimidation, I don't know why, but it's probably the fact that any creature under duress would probably, blood becomes engorged in different areas because of a fight or a flight mechanism. And if they have this kind of supercharged system in their eye in terms of receiving light, a tapetum lucidum, which is unusually reflective, and that would probably then cause those blood vessels to show up more than other creatures if they became super engorged. And perhaps this super engorging is part of that, like super tuned system of double reflecting light through the retina to see even better in the nighttime. And as we know, Bigfoot running through the middle of tangled forests and up mountains in what seems pitch black suggests they have extremely good night vision, which would lend credence to that first theory. The second suggestion or theory I have about why their eyes might glow is the natural phenomenon of bioluminescence. Now, bioluminescence is often observed in deep sea creatures like fish. It's also observed in fireflies, and over here in the UK we have the glowworm. And bioluminescence happens through two mechanisms. It either happens through the protein luciferin and then the enzyme luciferase. A reaction is caused when oxygen is added to that mix, and that creates bioluminescence. That's the protein enzyme reaction you'll see in a firefly or in a glowworm. And then the other way of it working, which you'll see more in the deep sea creatures, is they have things called photophores, which are special areas where bacteria live and breed, and it's those bacteria which actually create the often blue-colored bioluminescence. There's a fish which I'd suggest you look into, very fascinating, called the flashlight fish. And I've seen a video which almost looks like a Bigfoot in the woods, where this diver is seeing these eerie, glowing blue eyes coming towards him, and even like blinking, because the flashlight fish below its eyes has these two strips that contain the photophores and contain the bioluminescent bacteria, and it's even able to cover those strips, which gives the illusion that it is in fact blinking. So I'm thinking about the account of the Bigfoot looking in the window that rolled its eyes and then they became red. Could it be that Bigfoot somehow around its eyes has the terrestrial equivalent of the marine photophores, and it has, resident bacteria that are creating this bioluminescence? I don't know. The fact that they seem to be able to switch this off would kind of be against that, but it could be they have a way of covering up the photophore areas. Do they have luciferin luciferase that they're able to expose oxygen to somehow and create the bioluminescence? I'm not sure. I probably think the most scientifically viable theory would be that they have a kind of supercharged tapetum lucidum retina system, which just gives them such good reflectivity. Their eyes appear to glow, or their eyes do in fact reflect the light back so strongly that it becomes magnified somehow, perhaps with some sort of concave shaped tapetum lucidum and a retina which is able to come very blood engorged and give them a red eye shine when they're under duress or when they're angry. So that's my theories. Let me know what you think about them. If you have any other theories about why their eyes might glow in the natural realm, I'd love to hear them. Put a comment below. Please always like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.